Hey everyone, happy Monday. We're doing a live stream a bit earlier today because I'm keen to catch us on different time zones. And I'm super excited that so many of you have arrived really early. I mean, kind of like an hour before. Really appreciate it. Vamsi, I don't think it's covering my face yet, but I will be switching to this view shortly, but I think we're still safe. But thank you so much for checking. I love it how the community does check. They're making improvements all the time, so that's awesome. Cool, great to have you all here. Do say hi in the chat. Let us know what you're up to today and how your weekend was. And we're going to start jumping straight in to review some of your open source projects, giving them some shout outs, giving them some more stars. And see how we go on. We do have a big, long list to go through. So great to see some regulars. Ishan, awesome to have you here. And don't forget, everyone, we do have our community collaborative Discord audio-only chat this Saturday. I will let me share a link now before I forget. Let me do that. I'm sharing my screen so I can also show you. I think it is. What is the URL? Does anyone remember? I have now forgotten. It might be on the Eddie Hub URL. Let's see. Community call. This might be the one. Yes, so I'll be sharing this on social shortly, and Sarah will be joining us. This is this Saturday. We made it slightly earlier by popular demand, 4 p.m. BST. That's 8:30 p.m. IST and 8 a.m. PST. And we've got multiple community collabs, so it's super exciting. Let me share a link in the chat, and then we can get straight into the reviews. Okay, join us. Oh, where am I typing? Join us on Saturday. And if I share the link. There we go. Cool. Super excited to have you all here. Don't forget, give the video a thumbs up. Not a finger up, thumbs up. Really helps support the channel. Okay, so what do we have? Let's see. I saw loads of notifications coming in to say that they wanted their projects reviewed. So live stream review. Let's have a look. We were at 5 pages last time, and we got it down to 4 pages. Can we get down to 3? I don't know if we're starting on 4 pages. Nope, we're starting on 5 pages. We've gone back up. Okay, but only 3 on the 5th page. Okay, let's see how we can get on, and then we'll go through the list, and we'll leave some time at the end so we can go through your projects on a live stream. So do stick around, and we will get to those shortly. Great to hear that everyone's busy. Vamsi's busy with university. Awesome. What's everyone else been up to at the weekend and up to this week? You know, we're all here to support each other to make sure that we can help each other grow faster and so forth. So let's pick the first project, and I will share this on the live stream. Wait a second. This is my project. Skip that one. Bobby's, I think we did last time. Okay, let's jump straight up to this one. We might have done this one once before, but we can have a look. Did I put a comment in? Yes. Okay. Let me share this issue so you can leave your thoughts and comments as well on here. And remember, when I'm going to put all my comments at the bottom of the issue in one reply, but you could raise issues on the repo to get the green squares. So we're gonna work through that. So we're gonna say reviewed on live stream. And we will paste in the live stream link so people who aren't here and it's their project, they can watch it, and we will leave some thoughts. Okay, cool. So this is the first one we've got, React recipe search. Okay, so what are your first impressions when you see this? Let's have a look. Oh, apparently StreamYard is telling me that it's not showing up in LinkedIn. So let's just remove it from LinkedIn. Delete on LinkedIn, remove. Yeah. And apparently you can't delete it from LinkedIn, but it's not working on LinkedIn as well. So no idea. LinkedIn just, you never work, go away. You don't work at the best of times. So what have we got? So we've got first impressions we've got 3 branches. Okay, that sounds good. Low number, but more than 1. Then we've got 1 tag. You want this number to grow over time, but it's all pretty good. We will check out your project later on. Where is it in the list? Let us know the number and I can have a look where it is in the list. And then we can also save time at the end to pick a few people at random who are still here on the live stream. Okay, so that's my first impression. I don't know about yours. Let me know what your first impressions are in the chat. It's really good for myself and for you and for the project maintainers and other people watching to get your perspective. You've got to remember that your perspective adds so much value. Oh, I didn't start a timer. I do have a timer. I'm pretty sure I do. Let's have a look. I have a timer. Here we go. Timer. Should be a pink bar going along the bottom. So let's have a look. Okay, that's my 4-minute timer to make sure I don't overrun on projects. Description, love that. Link, really good. So you've got 2 links, which I kind of find a bit odd. I'd say if you give someone so many choices, then they're probably not going to click either. I would say just leave the main link that's on the repo. And if anyone's using the API, they'll get the link as a link rather than a description that contains a link. Could have given the link to the repo instead of the doc. But we're already in the repo, so I think a link to the repo wouldn't make sense because you're kind of like already there. It's like having on your Twitter account a link to your Twitter account when someone's finding the link in your profile on the Twitter account, unless I've misunderstood or not. Unless you're talking about, as you've raced ahead and looking further down. But there's an animated GIF. I think this is really good. I'm going to leave a comment. I really like that. Looks great. Some thoughts. Animated GIF in README is boom. Right? It just stands out straight away, like so much. I think that's really, really awesome. I see what you mean. Yes, to put the actual link in there because that's not gonna change, right? So yes, good point. I see what you mean. So yes, sorry, I misunderstood what you meant. I thought you meant in the description at the top, but you're absolutely right. You were further ahead than me. You could raise an issue for that on the repo, get a green square, and yeah, I agree. On the clone, in docs, on the clone, use the exact repo URL. I agree. Definitely. API. Oh, this is the API it's using. I see this is why it had the link at the top. Okay. I don't think you need a license in here because really the license appears on the right. So you've got MIT license. It appears as a file. I don't think you need a license in the actual README. License in README is not required. As on the right, it links to the license file. Another thing we always do check is we look at the commit history. Is there any consistency? Update. Updates aren't great. I would definitely suggest having a stronger commit message. I think it just shows it's, what do you call it? That you're really thinking about the history and change log. Hey, Krish, this live stream's early because of you. So everyone thank Krish if you like the earlier live streams. It's on page 1. Profile review is fine. I'm treating portfolio, resume, profile, open source, project review, all the same. As long as they're open source and public, that's fine. But on page 1, okay, it's going to be a while before we get to page 1. Conventional commits for the win, definitely. See, people thanking Krish. Nice, love the support. Exactly. Change log is so important. So let's leave that. Maybe let's not leave that. Let's leave a comment. Commit history could be more descriptive. You suggest using something like conventional commits, then can generate a change log. Oh, not change go, channel go. Change log from that. Okay. The next up, you guessed it, insights, community, no contributing file. That's the only thing that's missing. Not the end of the world, but could be quite useful. Suggest having a contributing file. The other thing I thought of checking was they got a wiki that's probably not used. Probably isn't, so suggest removing that. If not using the wiki, suggest removing the tab, hiding the tab. But I'm guessing down the right, releases is used, packages isn't used, so maybe remove that as well. If not using packages, suggest hiding from the repo. What else have we got in the chat? Okay, LinkedIn, just remove it. LinkedIn's having trouble, so remove it. I can't remove it from LinkedIn. Can't stream to LinkedIn. I can't remove it from LinkedIn. So this is why streaming to LinkedIn is a terrible idea. Remove. Yes, LinkedIn, go away. Okay, I don't know if I've broken it now. Maybe because we started the live stream early and LinkedIn doesn't play very nice with that. That autotype. Need Copilot in, oh my God, Copilot in issues and pull requests. Yeah, might use more issues and PRs. Oh, I didn't check that yet. Good point. Let's have a look. No issues at all. And like 3 pull requests. Definitely suggest using those. Highly suggest using issues, even if only you working on the autocomplete went wrong. A Copilot working on the project. This way more people can get involved. Yeah, it's if people want more stars and forks and all that sort of good stuff, you've got to use the issues. And if you're going to use the issues, you need to use the labels as well. I'll put in brackets with labels. That's how people discover your projects. It's a good spot. Good spot on there, definitely. How are you all doing? 23 people watching and not enough thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up, everyone. My time is still going, just over halfway. Also, if you're giving it a thumbs up while you're down there, give it a subscribe as well if you haven't already. Cool. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Issues are just so overlooked. We're going to finish this one early. I think that's a good place to stop. So I'm going to close that. I think you're giving it some good feedback. It looks like good repo. So thank you so much for sharing. But I think you can make it even better is what I'm saying. But it is good. I did like the README. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So refresh this. Another one has popped in. Okay, next one's resume review by Karuna. Okay, I hope all the private data has been removed. Lots of people have been giving amazing feedback. Wow, this is great. So let's have a look. Okay, so let's review this. I'm going to share this with you in the link. Hey, Carl, how you doing? This is the next one we're reviewing. Everyone, Carl has done some amazing work on our API. Super excited. Can't wait to do more live streams on it. I'm always the bottleneck. Carl does so many amazing work on there. Carl, you're a machine. But I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you managed to get some rest. You did some. That PR is just amazing. Really, really good. Great work. Looking forward to getting it merged in really soon, and then doing the tokens from memory to the database as well next. So I've written some tests, committed some tests. But we'll get that sorted as well this week. Super excited. Great to have you here. How are things in Germany, Carl? Let's have a look. Question from Krish. I don't know why, but our GitHub Action doesn't have all the conventional labels. It only has 75 to 80%. Which one? On your repo or my repo or community repo? Currently at work, not that active. Unfortunately, no problem. Focus on your work. If you can stick around, have us in the background, great. If you can't, no problem. We'll catch up and geek out another time when you can. It's not quite your lunch break yet. It's just gone midday, but hopefully your day is going well. It's raining. It's actually raining here in Portugal, but only till about midday, so for the next hour, and then it's supposed to get sunny. So hopefully I'll be coding from the beach. Okay, so have a look at this resume. I shared the link to it, so if you want to leave your thoughts and comments in, let's have a look. Really like the design straight away. Let's make it a bit bigger. But what I really like about it is it stands out. If it gets printed, it can get printed. You're going to remember it. If it gets thrown on someone's desk, okay, everyone's working remote at the moment, so probably not so much thrown on your desk via HR, but just really stands out straight away. You're gonna remember that. I really like that. So definitely to leave that as a comment. Stands out and is memorable. I think that's how you spell it. But I think that's important. Unfortunately, it is. Really is. On like the open source labels action. Oh, interesting. Not all of them are getting imported. That's strange. I'll have to take a look. Can you raise an issue on the repo? Hey Alex, how are things in Bulgaria? We found out it's raining in Portugal. They're probably raining in England. There's always raining in England. Raining in Germany. Is it raining in? Probably not raining in India. It's always tropical and hot there. How's it in Bulgaria? But I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're all joining our community call this Saturday. Sarah's going to be joining as well, so it should be fun to geek out. Maybe an image in the empty site. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that, of like a profile picture. I do agree. I know a lot of people aren't, but actually I might make that suggestion because I think that's a really good idea. So yeah, I will leave that as a comment. I think that's a great idea. Maybe a profile photo at the top left in the space. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Skills straight away, languages, frameworks. So you might be able to, again, this is a personal preference of mine, but if you omit the titles, so languages, frameworks, platforms, it would then fit on one line. So you'd have kind of Linux, Windows, Heroku on one line. And people kind of, I guess, know that's platforms. Again, it's just to make it on one line, really, but then I suppose the headings won't align up. So maybe that's not so important. Achievements, like that. I would put some dates on these, probably. Again, I think it just shows that is it recent-ish or was it a long time ago? So it's just a thought. Achievements, I can't spell achievements. Achievements, maybe to have dates, question mark. Just an idea on that one. Get in touch with me. Again, I don't think you should write website. I think that could be omitted. And then the rest, okay, you could leave the rest. I think actually having these are the usernames, I suppose, clickable links. So that's okay. I just think we maybe remove the word website. Maybe remove the word website in the get in touch section. Now, what do you all think? Let me have a look at the chat and see what I missed. Raining in some parts of India. Oh, okay. Hot rain though. You kind of like, it's very tropical, I'm sure. Oh, it's too hot in Bulgaria. Interesting. Okay, nice. We'll make the most of it. Last time I was in Bulgaria, it was in October and it was really nice and warm, especially in the sun. It was great. You want to start open sourcing? Okay. Definitely start. Just start right now. Raise some issues. Contribute. That's open sourcing. It's not just about code. We'll give you some suggestions. So I am making some suggestions all in one comment. You could raise issues for these individually and get some green squares. Koalia, no problem at all. We're always here, and I know you're busy, so no problem. Thanks for joining. Arunava, yes, Carl's suggestion is probably the best. Yeah, do join our Discord. It's a great way to chat to the community, and there's people there from all time zones and all sorts of projects and so forth. But get involved in the conversation, start collaborating, and we've got loads of projects that you can get started on. We're going to be going over those today. A copywriting title. I'm not sure what copywriting title means. How's the timer going? Oh, timer started again. Okay, let me move on. Let's see. Education. It's got dates. That's good. I don't think you need education twice. I think that's kind of, maybe you could make use of the space a bit better. Maybe remove the word duplicate word education. Okay. Community and volunteering, moderator, Eddie Hub. Woo woo, yes. Mentor, MLH, nice. Lots of great things. Looks good. Projects. I would also, are these GitHub links? I'm guessing they are. Yes, I would probably suggest putting also, just in case it gets printed, the GitHub links under the projects, the full GitHub links. Suggest putting the full GitHub links under each project, just in case it is printed or imported, exported from another system, from another platform, and what do you call them? Embedded links, like clickable links. Clickable links are lost. Okay, I've seen it happen before. So it's really good. And it's one page. I really like that. Karuna, thumbs up. Just a few small tweak suggestions, but otherwise, yeah, it looks really good. Really, really good. Oh, yes. Alex, thank you very much. Discord.eddyhub.org. I don't know if it's HTTPS. Isn't it HTTP? I think the S doesn't work. I probably need to fix that. HTTPS discord.eddyhub.org. No, it's without the S. Yeah, it's without the S. Copywriting is a skill of writing and stuff. I know what you meant by copywriting. I wasn't sure if you were talking about yourself or a particular, the resume or anything like that. Likewise, faster. Living legend. I don't know about that. Just happy to geek out with you all. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So hopefully that's helpful, Karuna. Thank you so much for sharing. Really, I really appreciate it. Let's put explosives. Okay, close that. Okay, next up, who do we have next? More are coming in faster and faster. Every time I refresh the page, numbers aren't reducing because more are coming in, but that's cool. Okay, profile review. I think we reviewed this once before, but it was a while ago. And I love it how people have already, in the community, have already started leaving comments, which I think is great. So I'm going to share that, so if you all want to have a look at it. But also, when I put comments in here, don't forget you can raise issues for each item if you believe in the item is correct. And then that way you can get the green squares. And that's how to get involved in open source for the people who are asking how to get involved. So let's have a look. Let me catch up on the issues. Instead of making places empty, Karuna can try using that space, making other sections. Yeah, I think sometimes it's good to have a bit of space, but then you don't want like big spaces, so you could definitely make use of it. And you could change those later as you kind of progress and learn more, etc. and so forth. There were 4 positions for interns in the community, and yesterday all 4 selected are Eddy Hubbers, including me. Wow, that is great. Please tweet that, and I'm going to retweet it. That is great to hear. Love that. It shows collaboration first, code second. Eddy Hubbers everywhere. Alex, great question. I'm skipping Bobby because I think we did Bobby's last time. Bobby submitted like 2 or 3 issues straight after each other. So I'm kind of skipping it for a couple of streams and then going to come back to it just to give other people a chance as well. But no, thank you very much for pointing it out, because usually I do make mistakes. So this time, hopefully I'm not making the mistake. And it's a conscious effort to skip it. Okay, I love this. I don't know if this is like they made it themselves or they've just got it off some site, but it's pretty cool. Connect with me. These look really good. I think too much is animated is my only suggestion. I would probably make more use out of the description as well. Let's leave these as suggestions. Maybe too many things are animated. I think you lose the impact if everything's animated. Effectively, nothing is animated. But if I say the same thing next time, then we should probably do it on a review next time. And as we got Carl here, Carl, when are we doing the next live stream on the API? Everyone really enjoyed that, and so did I. So we should probably do another one again soon. And Alex, you haven't joined Radio Eddy in a while. We should have people join on Radio Eddy more. I'm using StreamYard, but we can try and do that with StreamYard. I have to send you a StreamYard link. I think, yeah, more use of the description. Definitely more use in the description. I suggest making more use of the bio description in the GitHub profile. I think, yeah, you could just definitely make more use out of that. I think that's really important. You've got location, it's pretty cool. And you've got your link to your Twitter account. And yes, they're part of the Eddy Hub community, so that's awesome. Yeah, I just think more use could be made of that space. And you've got 3 pinned. I would pin 4, because otherwise you've got a gap there. Suggest pinning 4 repos to make full use of the space. I'm not a big fan of 6, but yeah, 2 or 4, definitely keep that even. I think that's a good idea. White on white doesn't look good. Oh yeah, the writing is a bit kind of hard to read. I'm guessing they do it in dark mode only. Let's leave that as a comment, you're right. Formula, animated formula writing is hard to read on white background. Guessing they're doing it in dark mode. In the process of making my first open source project, I'm done with the project, but yet to create documentation for it. Will you share it once with you? I'm done, and you can review and get feedback. The beauty of open source is sharing it from day one. Make it public now, and let people start giving you feedback. A project is never going to be finished, and you want feedback as soon as possible, really. And people want to get involved on the journey with you as soon as possible too. Yes, definitely pin even number of projects. Awesome to have you here. Chris, you're learning Angular. I'm actually thinking in the next couple of weeks to do, you know how I did Nux.js video with Nest.js and DataStax, and I've got one coming out in a couple of weeks, which is Next, which is React version. So Nux is Vue, Next is React. So I want to do Next. It doesn't need Nest because it's got its own kind of API layer built in, very thin, small one. And with DataStax, that's going to come out in the next couple of weeks. Writing the blog post today, or finishing off. And then I'm thinking of doing an Angular and Svelte one in comparison, so people can kind of see how to make a full stack application with one of the 4 popular UIs. So first was Nux, then it's going to be Next, then it's going to be Angular, then it's going to be Svelte, then behind all of those, Nest.js and DataStax. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing that as well. I'd like to get some feedback on that from you as well. Hopefully it might help you too. Hey Prathamesh, how you doing? All well? Okay, so I think that's some good feedback for that one. What else? I think that's about it. Hopefully we'll review it again in the future and get to see some more improvements. Has timer gone round a second time? I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. Let's close that one. Next one, very fresh. Are we going to go down to 2? Yes. Okay, let's go back to page 4 now. Okay, cool. So we're slowly catching up. 2 are in here. I suggest splitting them up. So what should we review? I think I can do a poll in YouTube. So should we review a project? Oh no, it's a portfolio and the project to go with it, I think. We'll just review one. Let's have a quick look. Let's open both. So this is a profile. Okay, this is portfolio. So which one shall we review? Shall I let you choose? Let's have a look. I think I can do a poll. Create poll. GitHub profile, or yes or no. Are the only answers you can do. Okay, no. What shall we review? First, I'm using a poll, so bear with me. GitHub profile. I don't know how you all vote, by the way. Or portfolio. Ask your community. I'm creating a poll. All of you vote. Did it appear? Did it work? I have like nothing on my screen. Did I bust it? Does anyone see a poll? Haven't had time to watch the Nux video yet. Watch it. No, I'm joking. When you get time, I know you're busy. Soon you'll have like a whole list of ones to watch. Gatsby, no, I haven't played with Gatsby. I heard mixed reviews about it, so I haven't really looked. It's working. Oh, I see it. Okay, it says 62%. Okay, now someone's voted. It's appearing. Okay, cool. You've all voted as well. Awesome. What do you think of the voting thing? I think it's pretty cool. GitHub profile, 55%. Oh, okay. So portfolio is catching up. Is there any potential of making some good side income from open source projects through donation and sponsorship? Great question, Ram. I do have a video on this on my channel. I only work on open source projects, and I make a pretty good living out of it. I've done that for years. So the answer is definitely massive yes, you can. Poll is visible. Cool, thank you. Also voted. We've got a list we're working through to review them, so do submit yours. It's in the description below. And at the end, we will try and allow a little bit of time to go pick people from the audience who have been here the whole time and pick some of your projects to review, just ad hoc. We'll pick some at random, give them a shout out and so forth. Thanks for voting, Alex. Oh, okay, Krish, good feedback. You watched the Nux video, but you only understood the Nux part. The rest went over your head. Okay, interesting. So maybe I need to go a bit slower or dig a bit deeper. Let me know how I can make that more, so it's more digestible and more useful. Voted. Thanks all for voting. So GitHub profile has got 62%. Okay, so it looks like it might be GitHub profile. Don't worry, good to have you here. Thanks for joining. Okay, cool. Okay, people have voted. 62. GitHub profile is winning so far. Okay. I don't know how long the poll lasts for. Okay, I might just end the poll there. If I end the poll, don't I get the results? Okay, the poll has ended, and last time I saw 62%. So I think it's a clear win to the profile. Do you all get to see the results in the chat? It'd be interesting to know. Okay, so it's going to be profile. So let's close the resume. Let's loads of comments from the community. Love this. Reviewed your GitHub profile on the live stream. Create a new issue for your portfolio. Okay. What are your first impressions? Great banner. I think it looks really, really good. Don't know what the Ghost 32 means though. If I click on the banner, I guess it's going to go to the picture. I would probably put a link on the banner to go to somewhere useful, maybe like your website or your Twitter or something like that. Banner looks great. Suggest putting a link on the banner to go to your favorite link, to go to one of your socials. Let's have a look. We can see the results change. Okay. And the results. So what was the final results that everyone saw? LinkedIn profile. Kawalia, you're fired. Just joking. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Tom has reviewed probably all of these already. Tom is another machine and has reviewed so many of these. I think if we look at most of these, you've got Tom comments. There you go, Smelter, you can see it. Really, really good. So awesome work on these, Tom. I'm so far behind and you've done a great job. So thank you so much for supporting the community. Results available. Okay, cool. Yes, after voting, we're able to see the dynamic poll move. And if you ended it, we're able to see the final results. Okay, was it 62, the final result? Because I don't know why it went for me. That's like not very good. Yeah, I have... we have a big community from India, a big community from all around the world, but yeah, big community from India, which is awesome. Tom in the house. All over the world, exactly. We're growing and growing all over the world. And hopefully on my digital nomad adventures, which are now in Portugal, I will stop at various places. Berlin is on the list, Bulgaria is on the list, India is on the list, Bali's on the list. Got a few places on the list, but a lot of those countries are huge. So I can't go everywhere in those countries is the downside. Okay, it was 62-37. Interesting, it only showed me the 62, didn't show me the 37. That doesn't quite add up to 100% though, so I wonder where the 1% goes. Because that would make it 99, right? Cool, thank you. It's interesting that you all see a better kind of preview of what the result is than me. Okay, cool. So what else have we got? Instagram and Twitter. I think that looks good. About me. Nice. Again, animated hand looks okay. Animated GIF there. Currently learning Django. I don't know if a badge needs to be there, but you know, it's just personal preference. Languages and tools. I think it looks good. It's quite a bit on the long side, but you know, I'm on the fence. It's not too long. I don't think. Part of Eddie Hub community organization. Yes, thumbs up. That's got to be like. Let's leave that as a comment. Part of the Eddie Hub org. Woo woo. Okay, cool. Kawalia, put India on the critical priority to visit. It is on the way to Bali, but we might stop in the Middle East, like Dubai or something like that. But we will see. Yeah, it's a really impressive GitHub profile. But GitHub profiles are always improving and living documents. I'm always making changes to mine. Well, not often enough. India has 1/7 of the world population. Oh, wow. I didn't realize. That's a lot. It's so big. Okay, 1% would be in decimals. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I guess they rounded down rather than rounding up. Yes, we can do a meetup in India. But India is really big. Even Germany is really big. I was looking at if I went to Berlin and see if I could visit, Carl or Tom and so forth. And even they're like an 8-hour drive or something. And I was thinking, what? And India is even bigger, I understand. So I like small countries. I like to get to a destination, but I don't like the traveling to get there. That's why when I go to Bali, I'm super excited, but it's a 16-hour flight, so I'm going to stop in the Middle East to make it a bit easier. But even that, like 8 hours and 8 hours, I'm dreading the journey. But yeah, meet up in India sounds good. I'll go somewhere and you all have to come to me, but it doesn't sound very efficient. Hope to see. But yeah, it looks really good. I think it's a good profile. I think with the 3 graphs, I think 1 should go. Therefore, you save a lot of space. I think with the 3 widgets, 1 should go to save on vertical space. I think so. And I didn't check this out. Look at this graph. Very commit heavy. Need to be code reviews and issues. What do you call that graph? Like a diamond graph? The diamond graph is very commit heavy. Suggest also getting involved in code reviews and issues. Okay, cool. So one thing that I didn't share this issue. Let me share this issue with you all so you can leave your thoughts as well. Is Bulgaria small? I thought it was quite big. But I think whoever was asking about getting involved in open source, code reviews and issues, you can get involved in, even if you aren't the project maintainer, and I highly, highly suggest that. Okay. I really like Sofia. Sofia was great. Really, really enjoyed it. I love the HackConf physical event. It was amazing. Delhi, Kolkata, up there in the center. Okay, center is good. Not the best place during COVID. You can visit India once. Yeah, it's true. You're right. Lots of places are kind of like orange and red zones. Need to be safe. So we will see. Definitely to keep safe. Okay. Next one. Who have we got next? Refresh this. Open source project. Let's have a look. It's got some reviews already. You can see, look, Schmelto, Tom is already there. Lots of great feedback already, which is brilliant. Okay. Let me share the link with you all before I forget. Oh, it's smaller than Germany, India, and UK. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yes, customize your GitHub profile now. Krish, do it right now. Just create the repo that's the same name as your username. And that's it. It will have a template that just says hello waving and some bits that are commented out underneath. Just do that. And other people then can start contributing to it. But they can't if you haven't created the repo. Tom for the win. Exactly. We should, where's Tom's profile? Let's see if we can get Tom some more followers on GitHub. How many followers? Tom's got 70. Let's see if we can get to 75 today's live stream. Follow Tom on GitHub. There we go. And it's a very cool profile as well. Okay. Let's review the one that I've opened. It's an open source project. Okay. Let's have a look. First impressions, everyone. 6 branches. Okay, not too high. It's in single figures, which is important. I think when it gets to double figures, it's a bit of a mess. One tag, okay, that's small. I prefer to see that, more of those. Description, nice. Lots of commits, really, really good. Link to the deployed version, which is great. It's using topics, which is good. I'd maybe remove 1 or 2 lines of topics. I think it's a little bit on the long side, but again, personal preference. I have the repo not customized yet. Okay, thumbs up, well done. Okay, having the repo is the most important. And just customize it like kind of 1 or 2 words or images just every few days, and you'll see over time it will grow. But you've got it, which is the most important. Why can't I follow Tom twice? Love that. Is for you the video and audio a little bit off? Off in what sense? Is it? I did my hair today. No, I didn't. I need to cut my hair later today. But off as in out of sync, or off as in a bit jittery, like not very good quality. Counting 5 PR, 6 branches, okay. Oh yes, you're right. If there's pull requests, but the pull requests will be in forks. But that's a good point. If they are within the same repo, they're all Dependabot. So yes, you're right. That would make sense. Yes, the Dependabot branches. No, good call. Well spotted, Krish. Like that. Eddie, if you're hiring someone as a developer, would you give more priority to portfolio or GitHub profile if you had to pick one? 110% GitHub profile. The amount of portfolios I've seen where people have put projects on there that they've been involved in, but like 5%, and they've claimed to do majority of it. Whereas on GitHub, there ain't no lying. It is what it is. It's factual. So that's why I don't like LinkedIn, because you could write, you're the CEO of Google. And okay, yes, we know that wouldn't be true, but you could write so much other BS. Oh no, it is. It's out of sync. Oh dear. I'm using StreamYard. Not using my usual vMix setup. It's out of sync. Not in sync. That's not good. How can I fix that? No idea. I thought StreamYard will just, figure it out. I bet you it's because of that whole LinkedIn errors that kept on coming up saying streaming to LinkedIn, but LinkedIn won't allow you to stream. Okay, so delete LinkedIn off the stream, and then it said, but you can't delete it off LinkedIn. It's like, come on, LinkedIn, like how shit are you as a platform? How bad is it? I don't want to start and stop the stream though. How bad is it? Let me know. Nice, good call. Yeah, have something as a starting point, and then you can kind of evolve it, improve it over time, and so forth. Awesome, great to have you here. Yes, we're all here to learn as well. I'm here learning. I'm looking at projects and learning all the time. Give your opinions and suggestions and your ideas and your feedback, please, because your point of view will add, so much value. I love having different people's point of view. So definitely get involved in the conversation, and then you discover other people's projects. And then when you ask questions in Discord, people think, oh, that person asked some great questions and gave some great feedback in the YouTube chat, and they would like to help you. So, definitely get involved in the conversation. And of course, it helps my stats as well. Only 2 seconds, but hopefully it's 2 seconds what from the sharing my screen to like my video and audio, or is it my video and my audio? Hopefully it's not too bad. But Carl has given me some confidence now. It's not broken for everybody. Okay, good. Didn't follow Tom, following Tom right now. LinkedIn, a place where people act like influencers. So true. Love that. I need to go. Let me screenshot that. That is freaking brilliant. Really, really thought that was funny. Okay, screenshotted that. I'll probably share that on socials. That is good. Ram, Ram, take a screenshot yourself. If I don't have your Twitter or whatever, and share it on Twitter and tag me, and I'll reshare it. Midday live stream. Yes, that was Krish's suggestion yesterday. I think yesterday. And I thought, you know what? Let's do an earlier live stream. Yes, diverse opinion. We all have different experiences, different opinions, and so forth. And I think that's just so important. Carl is here. API for the win. Yeah, Carl's done so much amazing work on the API. Really amazing. Super, super awesome. But the whole community, Eddie Hub, you're all brilliant. You're all awesome. I just want to say a big thank you to all of you. You're great. Okay. Let's have a look. I was starting to review this, and as usual, I got distracted. 35 contributors, nice. It's got environments, brilliant. It's enabled and it's using that, so I think that's really, really good. This is looking really good so far. Wow, really good. Nice banner. Some badges, some more badges. I like my badges. Obviously, when they don't take up too much space and so forth. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Ram. And if anyone else, if you've enjoyed the stream, obviously give it a thumbs up, subscribe below. But if you want to grow your network and community on socials, take a screenshot, include some tip or something funny that you learned today or found interesting, tag me and I will reshare it as well. Okay, how to get started. They've got some, I guess these are going to go to the official GitHub docs. They are, which is fine, which is good, making it easier for people. Tech stack. Okay, how to deploy it locally. Interesting, where do these go? Conventional way, Docker. It goes to their documentation, okay. I'm not sure why you put it in a table though, that just seems a bit odd. Maybe I might write that. Really great banner and repo setup. Okay, so let's have a look. How to deploy links are in tables. Suggest, I don't know, just in tables just seems odd. Suggest another format. I don't know what format would it be. Maybe a list. Have to have a play and see. Deploy to Heroku button. Nice. Mockup and demo. Okay. So I would probably add mockup and demo earlier. Maybe move screenshots higher up the page. Just because that's always so captivating, I think. All about collabs. Nice. And Carl, let me know when you're happy to do another live stream with me as well on the API. I think we can get more people involved. And I can learn a lot from the live stream as well, because you're always teaching me lots of stuff. Lots of badges, duplicate information. Yeah, duplicate information is not good. So I think what duplicate information are you looking at? I'm looking at the contributors and license probably. Suggest removing duplicate information from README, for example, license, contributors. What else? You probably don't need these badges: contributors, stars, forks, issues. Last row of badges that duplicate info from GitHub, like issue numbers, etc. Okay. So look, commit. They're using conventional commit. It doesn't look like it. What have they got? Have they got issues? They're using issues. Okay, looks good. Pull request. I suggest removing these. They're not that old, I suppose, so you could leave them for a little bit longer. Discussions are being used, which is great. Wiki is probably not being used, so probably remove it. Yes. Remove wiki if not being used. How to get started in a good open source project? A great question. I'm sure lots of people have got some suggestions. Definitely join our Discord, as suggested earlier by the members. But to start a good open source project is to start. That's like the biggest step that most people don't do. They'll say, I'll release it open source when the project is perfect. Well, tell you a little secret. It's never going to be perfect. And so just release it, get feedback, get people on the project sooner, start making improvements sooner. Hopefully that helps. I think it's a great question. And I have got videos on this, but we can do more videos and more discussions on this as well. And just keep asking questions in the chat and digging deeper of other parts you want to know. Eddie, when's Danny coming on the stream with me? I think that would be an amazing stream. We might break the internet though, with the amount of energy and excitement and screaming that we would have. especially if LinkedIn and GitHub discussion comes up. No, it won't come up. We'll avoid that subject. I would love Danny to be on my stream with me. I have an idea, maybe getting Danny on my stream for the 20k celebration that we're planning at the moment. Oh, I should share some stuff in Team Eddie. Is someone in the Team Eddie Discord channel can ping Sarah and say, hey, any news on the event? Because Sarah's documenting the event at the moment, and we've got some exciting things coming up. We'd love for your feedback. So we do want to share that, like a rough plan at the moment. Yeah, Alex is right. Just create a repo and start. Even if you only start with the README and you start with documentation, you start with issues. Like, you don't even have to start with code. Definitely get started. And then people can discover your issues and your labels and get involved in the project. Yeah, I don't use the wiki anymore. I used to love the wiki, but I prefer, like this, actually having a docs folder in the project. Really, really do. Definitely prefer having that. Because then you can create GitHub pages from it. You can go through pull requests with it. It just seems just so much better. Yes, if you need any support, the community are inclusive and supportive community are there in Discord. Yeah, exactly. You can't make PRs with the wiki, and it's kind of just weird. I think the wiki will eventually kind of die off, and you put it in your code. In your repo, because you can treat the documentation, tests, and code all the same. They all go through GitHub Actions. They all go through peer review and knowledge transfer and so forth, etc. Technical, I think I pronounced it right. Yes, you can submit your project with an issue, and we will eventually get around to it. There should be a link in the description below. Yeah, I think you're trying to make it harder to try and deploy it to the wiki. I mean, you could just do a git push in a certain folder. I would just deploy it to GitHub Pages. Use ASCII Doctor like we do on which project do we do that on? Edibot. We're going to do it to the API though as well. I would just have it deployed to GitHub Pages. Oh, really? Is the Nightbot link, does it not work? Or is it just the old version? Hopefully it still works. Nick Hill. I recommend everyone, as I always say, having your username as your name on all platforms. It's easier for people to say them and also remember them from different platforms. But docs folder, great. I think that's really good. What else we're having a look at? Actions. What actions do they have? And they have some actions running. So they have auto formatting of the code, and they have labeling new issues. Okay, cool. They're using the project board. They're not using the project board yet. I think that could quite help a lot. We need to do that for the API project. Actually, for all our projects, another live stream we should probably all get on and do, and so we can manage our issues and organize them across multiple repos. Have a look at the project board to help organize the project issues, etc. Okay, cool. I think it's looking good. I think, did we say they didn't use conventional changelog? I don't think they did, so they can't use, they didn't use conventional commits. They can't use the conventional changelogs. Okay, next up, let's go to the next one and see. Let's close that one. Done. Okay, who have we got up next? Let's see if page 5, any more come in? No, okay, good, so we're okay. Let's have a look. It's a GitHub profile this time. Okay, awesome. Let's have a look. Awesome, thanks for joining. And one thing you'll notice in the server, we don't use gender terminology as in guys. There are other people in the community and chat, so you could just say thanks, or you can say thank folks, and so forth. But don't worry, if you make mistakes like we all do, the bot will give you a warning and then you can update the message and the bot warning will disappear. You'll see. It does work. Okay, okay, good. But I do need to change it. You're right. Cool. Thanks for raising an issue. Can't wait to get started on new project boards. Yeah, we should really do that. Yeah, we really need to do that. I probably need your help, Carl, because a lot of the work that we're doing on, across the repos, especially on the two active ones, which is the Discord bot and the API, you're doing like most of the work on that at the moment. So yeah, you should come on Radio Eddie and we should go through that and organize the project board and have a play. If you want to do that, let me know when you're free. We can maybe do that. Now this Friday, I've got the GitHub Stars live stream. So maybe we could do that either before or maybe at the weekend. We'll have a chat and see when we can get that sorted. Yeah. See, our community knows inclusive language, but don't worry, we'll make mistakes. And, oh, no, wrong one. All right, this one. Inclusive language, but we won't make mistakes, don't worry. And it's just about getting better together and becoming more inclusive. I'm still learning all the time on how to be more and more inclusive. So no worries. Great to have you with us. I know a GitHub profile secret will make a discussion today. Okay, sounds good. And that will give you a green square for today as well. Oh, this is you. You're here. Salish, did I pronounce your name right? Awesome. Great to have you here. And we're going to review yours at the same time. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's chat on Discord about it when you get time. Yeah, awesome. Only if you want to. If you're busy, honestly, don't worry. You've been so busy doing lots of amazing coding on the API project and Discord bots. So, don't worry. It's not a high priority, only if you want to. Did I miss a lot? Went out for 10 minutes. No worries. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let me put the timer on properly this time. So let me switch off the timer, and if I start the timer, it should start from the beginning. Here we go. Awesome. By the way, everyone here, hopefully, before we get started, hopefully you've already given the video a thumbs up. Really helps support my channel. It's free, won't cost you anything. And subscribe below while you're down there and hit the bell button so you get notified every time that I go live. Right, okay, let me remove that and let's get on. Let's have a look. So you've got the standard template, which is fine. Fun fact, 2020 sucks. 2021 sucks even more. That's funny. I think that's good. You've got a description and your bio. I think that's really, really important. I think that's great. You've got a location so people know your time zone. I think that's important too. Link to your website and Twitter link. And you're part of EddieHub.org. So big thumbs up to you. Awesome. Okay, so that's down the left. Brilliant. Really, really good. Everything's filled up. Awesome. So on the right, yeah, I like this. This is a standard template, and I think that's good. And then you can kind of customize it more as time goes on. Highlight. For me, I never read these because I find these badges are quite busy. I'm trying to figure out like what's gone on. And I'm like, pull request, hyper puller, 60 point. What does that mean? So I just ignore those. So my opinion is I think you should get rid of all of those. Just my opinion. What does everyone else think in the chat? Let me know. What do you think? Yes, we are going to be releasing in the next few days, a week the latest, the forms people can apply to CFP. And it can be a very simple CFP. And we're going to do something very different on EddieCon 0.1. It's not going to be a talk like you normally would, where you would just have the stage and you just kind of be given the talk. It's going to be more of Teach Eddie. So you're going to take me through some things. Therefore, it's more collaborative. We can get the audience involved in the chat. So really, we're going to have two types of talks. We're going to have a longer talk and we're going to have a lightning talk. But both of them will be treated the same. And we'll have it so that if the slot, for example, is lightning talk is 10 minutes, you only need to prepare for 5 minutes, because by the time I ask my questions and we get involved in the chat and involve the community, it's going to be 10 minutes long. That's one of the ideas we want to put in Team Eddie and chat about and see what you all think. Let's have a look. I tried clicking the button twice. First, I did it again. Okay, what button was that? For which one? I would definitely recommend. I'm not bringing your comment up on the screen because you use guys. There's not just guys here, as other comments have suggested. Folks is better, but we use your name for your username, even if it's an abbreviated version. Have it relate to you, make it more searchable. CFP is, I think, an old term. It's sorry to use the abbreviation. It's for call for papers, and I think it's really old fashioned because we don't really call for papers, but it's basically a form. In our case, specifically, it's a very short form, like a title and a short description about what your talk would be. But Carl, I'm going to reach out to you and see if you want to do something on the API. So we will chat about that as well. Maybe we shouldn't do a live stream on the project board because I'm kind of going to ask you to do some other things. But again, to prepare on it as well. To do an actual workshop, I thought rather than doing a talk, we could like maybe build an API using Nest and DataStax, and we'll get people to follow along. So we'll like have a longer slot, but we'll only prepare like a small amount of work. So this is just kind of CRUD on one API endpoint. And we'll do a piece, get other people to follow along. They can ask their questions, get them to do it, and then we can kind of move on to the next piece. So I'm kind of, that's my thinking. Again, I'd love to hear thoughts on that. I'll share it in Team Eddie in Discord afterwards, and we can all chat about that. Oh, you've removed every badge or README app from my profile. I don't like these as well. Interesting. Oh, call for proposals. I thought it was call for papers. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Or maybe it's an American British thing. Oh, call for paper. Okay. So there is different points of views for it. Okay, cool. Oh, the thumbs up button. Yeah, don't hit it twice because then you remove the thumbs up. Yes, I really want more people to get into public speaking and sharing their knowledge. You all know so much, and I want you to be able to help you share that. So that's the idea for EddyCon 01. So we will have a couple of people who are experienced speakers, but the majority of people will be people who are new to public speaking because, like I said, I will be with them on the stream and to help. If they're a bit nervous, to break the ice, I'm there to support. So super excited. So yes, Carl says it's an awesome idea. For which one, Carl? I mentioned a few things, so I'm kind of lost. A bit behind in the chat. Which one's an awesome idea? Or all of it? You can just lie to me and say all of it. It's fine. No, but seriously, which part were you referring to? Yes, keep your username on all platforms and try and have it related to your name is what I would suggest so people can find you. Definitely keep it consistent. LinkedIn, GitHub, Discord, Twitter, and try and have it as close to your name as possible. I appreciate some names are already taken, but then just append it to the end. I think it's just clear to have it your name. That's again my opinion. Okay, so we were reviewing this. Let me not get distracted too much. I would say remove these highlights badges. My opinion. I just let me leave a comment. So the GitHub profile on the left is great. Green? No, it's great. Okay, and then on the right, again it looks good, but highlights badges seem quite busy and I always just skip over these. Again, personal opinion. And then you've got your two of these kind of widgets, which is fine. You've got two, they're taking up less space because they're kind of side by side rather than top each other. You've got projects. Okay, I haven't seen these widgets before. Looks like you're missing maybe something at the top here. Maybe you've got an extra row that you don't need. You've got your contacts, which is great, and you've got pinned. And I think the pinned, definitely don't have 5 pinned. You want an even number. Suggest having only 4 pinned. Definitely an even number. So then you can, let people get down to your graphs and so forth. So I would remove 1 from the pinned list, but it seems like they're duplicated because you've got the that one. Yeah, they do seem duplicated with almost. I think 1 isn't with that. I would probably remove that because it's a duplicate. Suggest removing the project section as a duplicate with the pinned section, pinned repo section. Again, you want it to have as much information out there as you can, but where it's not too busy is why it's finding that balance. And then come down here, you've got almost 2,000 green squares. It looks good. It's spread out. It's not all in one weekend, which is great. I would suggest just getting a bit more active on code reviews and issues. And remember, for code reviews, you don't have to be a maintainer on the project. Diamond, diamond activity graph shows very commit heavy, suggest getting involved in reviews and issues. Cool. I hope that was helpful for you, and it's great. Thank you so much for sharing. And are you part of Eddie Hub? And you are part of Eddie Hub, which is great. It's really interesting to see how people manage their projects and so forth. So that's really, really good. Cool. I think I shared the link in the chat. Maybe I didn't. Let me share it again. What did I miss in the chat? Let's see. Small Nest CRUD project with Stargate Astra. I think we wouldn't even have to use the package I wrote for that, just one endpoint. Yeah, just keep it really vanilla and simple, I think, and we'll have an hour's slot. I don't think it would take us an hour, but then I really want to help people actually build it rather than just watch. So we could probably build it, in like 20 minutes, and then but we wouldn't do the whole thing. We would do like Hello World in Nest, setting up Astra account. So these are the checkpoints, and then people will do the same. And then we'll create like hard-coded data in the API and check that they can get the same result in their browser. And then we will then connect it to the database and so forth, and let them follow along and so forth. And then we'll do like the read, the get, the create, and see how far we can go, but get people to follow along. I think that would be really, really good. If you nudge Sarah and say, hey, any behind the scenes of what's happening with EddieCon 0.1 in the Team Eddie channel, and we can share some stuff. I do want to get some feedback on some things, so I'd love to share some of it with Team Eddie in there and see what you all think as well. So EddieCon sounds really nice. Can I submit a proposal even though I'm a beginner? Yes, we want beginners, because even beginners can share some knowledge that you've learned. Imagine someone who is 1 month into their journey, career, adventure, whatever you want to call it. There is someone where you were 1 month ago, and so you can teach them. And so it's really important to show everyone that you can public speak at any stage in your career. There are people who are sharing their knowledge even when they start, like on day one, sharing their journey. I think that's important. So yes, you can. There will be stuff on Twitter very, very soon. We are scripting some like videos we want to make, and Sarah's making the website at the moment so people can sign up for notifications and submit CFPs and so forth. I have my first internship done in a few minutes. Good luck, Koalia. Hopefully you're still here and you can hear me say this and I haven't missed you. But good luck. Let us know how it all goes. And yes, I look forward to, I'm sure you do really, really well. Look forward to hearing how it goes. And I love the community support. Awesome. Oh, not that one. That one. Great. Lots of support. You're welcome. Thank you so much for submitting, Salish. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Do let me know. Long time no see. Where have you been hiding? I'm good. Sarik Karan. I haven't pronounced your name in so long because I haven't seen you in ages. All is good. All is good. Hope you're doing well. How are your Twitter spaces going? I don't think I've seen them in quite a while. I hope you're doing well. I'm watching the repo, get a notification for every review. I wouldn't have felt comfortable after a month of experience to give a short talk and what I do. Shout out to everyone who's confident enough. I think it's really hard. It took me like years. I mean, I think 5 years. I was still nervous about giving a presentation. Or say presentation, but talk to like 5 people in my team. So yeah, big shout out to everyone who does it. It's really, really hard. When I Google EddieCon, I get EddieCon pest control services. Oh no! I didn't think about that. We'll get ours trending, and so EddieCon 0.1 will win. Definitely. I pronounced it right. Okay, whew. Thank you. Okay, cool. Hey, they said I pronounced it right. They're probably just being polite. I probably did pronounce it wrong. I even get my name wrong. Okay, actually I get Sarah's name wrong, but you all know that story, so I won't tell it now. Let's do, how are we doing on time? We're going for an hour already, or even over an hour. We started early. Let's refresh the page. Check, but nothing has been bumped to page 5. No, we're good. Okay, we have Ashwin next, and it's a profile again. Okay, cool. And you can see Tom's already there with comments. It's awesome. Koalia, awesome. Everyone's providing support, asking questions. It all adds just so much value. It's great. Okay, let me share the issue in the chat so you all can leave your comments, feedback, and support as well. Let's open the profile. And remember, you can create issues for the ideas we come up with. Haven't been on Twitter Spaces in a quick minute. Full-time working really drains me, and I don't have energy to host Spaces. Oh no, sorry to hear that. Well, I host Spaces almost every Thursday. I didn't do last week, but always every Thursday, about 5:30 BST. Do feel free to come and say hi and join us. One more machine will enter EdiHub this year. I'm not sure what you mean by machine. Okay. Right, what else have we got? Let's have a look. So, like that, first impressions, bio is quite short. I would probably make more use out of that. I feel it's a bit wasted. So that's probably my first suggestion. GitHub bio. Wait a second. Suggest making, not margin, making more use out of the GitHub bio. You got location India, again, time zone, so I think that's really good. You got a link to your Twitter, and you're part of EdiHub org. Yes. Okay, on the, it's not, what did I miss? It is not the bio, it is the org. Oh, really? Oh, yes, you're right. So there's no org. Good spot. So I love pair programming, and we're not programming right now, but pairing, I should say. Oh, yes, you're right. It's the org. I made a mistake. Thank you. So it's just making more use out of the GitHub profile. The org. Oh, the org is the university. Okay, so that's correct. I think my message still makes sense. Suggest using, I should say, using the GitHub bio on the left. On the left. I should give context, be super clear. Working on Node.js, learning JavaScript. Ask me about C++ and JavaScript. How to reach me. Okay. Build with, so that's what the technologies they're using. My gear, okay. My gym. Oh, I guess to kind of exercise your brain muscles. Okay, makes sense. Fun fact. Cool. Okay, I think they need to lose one of these widgets to save space. The 3 widgets take up a lot of space and leave big white gaps. Suggest having 2 on a single row. What was the maybe not the best idea for a platform like GitHub though? What did I miss? I don't know. Yeah, there is no bio, so yes, well, they should definitely add a profile. Awesome. That's great to hear. Really good. We've got so many awesome members in the tech community and in EdiHub as well. So yeah, that's really, really good to hear. But we all make mistakes and miss things out. And so, hey, look, I just I made the mistake of the organization or the university was the bio. So, I make mistakes. So it's not a problem. Nobody is perfect. That's why collaboration and communication is so important. Again, 6 repos. Okay, not the end of the world. I think repos need descriptions though. The 6 pinned repos could do with descriptions. Suggest pinning a max of 4. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, it looks okay. What do you all think? Did I miss anything else? Oh, Nightbot must have removed it. I didn't see it. Oh yeah, the profile picture. That's a good point. You're right about the. You're right about that profile picture. It does it's a cool picture, but yeah, it doesn't, for employers who are using it, it doesn't inspire confidence, let's say. Profile picture, it looks very cool and funny, but might put potential employers, clients off. Okay, what do you think? I think that we've covered everything on that one. Let's close that one and see. Right, okay, we've been going for an hour. I think maybe it's time to review some people in the chat. Have we got anyone in the chat that we haven't reviewed yet? Let's have a look. 34 thumbs ups. Let's see if we can get it. Usually I wait till we get to 50 before doing reviews of people in the chat. But maybe we can get it to 40. Has everyone given it a thumbs up? And obviously subscribe below. Let's have a look. Hey Mandy, how you doing? Great to have you here. Let's have a look. My project. You have been here the whole time, so yes. If you want your project or profile reviewed, do share it like this, for example. So GitHub username, so it'd be GitHub username. Username / don't put the whole URL in because Nightbot will move it or YouTube will remove it. So if you want your profile reviewed, just put your username. If you want a project reviewed, do something like that. Username then project. Oh really, 7 likes, added instantly. Nice. Okay, that's going to help the algorithm and my stats and all the rest. So thank you all. That's great. Oh, subscribe below is still up. Let's remove that. Hopefully people are subscribed already. So, Nikhil, what is your project? Oh, do you have an issue number? Let me know if you've raised an issue already. Let's have a look. Let's go to page 1. Here we go. You have raised it. Cool. Here we go. We've got it. Okay. This is your project. Let's have a look. Auto Badger. Okay. So first impressions, 9 branches. Oh, quite a lot, but you have got open pull requests. So maybe that will explain it. Yeah, I think it will. Okay, I would say probably clear up some of those. How old are they? 13th of December. Okay, definitely clear up some of the old pull requests. Clear up some of the old PRs and branches. Just makes it look a bit tidier, really. So that's my first impression. 22 tags. That's good. Okay, that's going in the direction. Maybe create releases. You'll get a lot more like writing, like here, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would definitely use releases then instead of tags. But when you create a release, you get a tag. So I would definitely do that. Add badges to your markdown in 2 seconds. Short, concise. Love it. Vincent, you're here. Awesome. It's great to have you here. Your time zone, I think you're the most west time zone. So yes, for you, it's probably like, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night. So I'm glad we're able to get you on some live streams where it's not too late, like not like 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, cool. Question I get all the time. Any reason of Safari instead of Chrome or Firefox? Yes, there is a reason because I like the ecosystem of Safari. So for browsing, I always use Safari because it keeps my usernames, my passwords, my history, everything else. But for development, like localhost 3000, etc., all done in Chrome because the dev tools are better. Okay, yes, some more suggestions here. That's good. Resumes are fair game as long as all private information is removed. Vincent, 7 p.m. Okay, good. Even earlier. Perfect. How's everything going? I know you've been busy and you've been having some awesome achievements. So well done with everything. Keep going. Just remember me when you're rich and famous. Any link tutorials on how to create releases? I think I did a video on that. I do it with GitHub Actions as well. Let's continue reviewing your project and we can give you some suggestions. Oh my God. And you're using, yes, you're using, we've got this perfect answer for you. Super, super excited. Because you're using conventional commits, you can just automate it on a GitHub Action. Super, super straightforward. We can show you with the GitHub project. The GitHub project? With the API project that's on GitHub. Not the GitHub project. So if you go to let me share a link to our API project. And if you go to the GitHub folder and then go to workflows, what you will want is the releases. And I think literally you could just copy this. Is yours NPM or is it something different? Let me have a look. Is it JavaScript or something else? It's JavaScript. Okay, perfect. So you can even have the bit that takes the version number out of the package JSON. So you can literally just copy that, and what it will do is it will create releases for you, and your releases will look super awesome. So you get the releases on the side here, but not only that, when you go to releases, you will actually get a changelog. So these are all quite small. So the number, the third digit bumps for bug fixes. So you went bug fix and bug fix went from 12 to 13. But if I go down a bit and find something bigger, on a feature, it will bump the middle number. Or let me go a bit further back a bit. We had a lot of bug fixes recently. Here you go, features bumped from 5 to 6 because it's a feature. And then if I find something even bigger, you can see this has 2 features in it. And it links to the issues and links to the commit of that piece of work. So yeah, highly recommend automating that. And it's just super, super awesome. Definitely recommend doing that. And it's literally just copy and paste. You know what? Someone raise an issue on this repo. I'm going to share a link in the chat. Raise an issue in this repo, and someone can raise a pull request for you. And that's how we can get green squares for everybody and involving more collaboration. So hopefully that helps. Yes, I need to make some more comments. I should make a comment actually directly on that, because otherwise I will forget. Use releases instead of tags. Auto generate releases with GitHub action and change log from your commits. Example. There we go. Cool. Okay. Oh, well, chat's been going. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. This is awesome. It's great. 7 p.m. Awesome. Oh, chat jumped a lot for my screen. You have it on your project as well. Yes, conventional commits. I mean, it's just game changer. Lots of people are using it now, which is brilliant. And we want more people to use it. But then I want more people to benefit for the benefits of using it. That makes sense. And I think there might also actually be in the GitHub workflow. What else do we use? Release, stale, labels, Docker. Yeah, maybe that one is the one that you need. I think we create a Docker image using the same issue number, but we'll go into that another time. We won't distract too much now. Okay, let's have a look. What else? I have an embarrassing story. I got DQ'd from hackathon last week, and guess why? What's DQ'd? Oh, disqualified. I need to change secrets change logs to secrets GitHub token. Yes, they will need to. Really good point. Yes, I had to use changelog release token because you can't have an action trigger another action if they're using the same token. Is to prevent this kind of loops and cycles. So you can use, if it's the only action that's being triggered from that event and nothing else is triggering it, and you don't want anything else to trigger after it, you can use GitHub token secret in the secrets, which is automatically created for you. But if you want to trigger something else afterwards, like a deployment, then you need to create a new token for it. So good point, Krish. Yes, so if you copy and paste it, that's good eagle eyes there. Do make sure you change that. Thank you. You are welcome. Cool. Oh, yes, and hide the wiki. Yes, so if you're not using the wiki, let's click on it and see. Yes, you're not using it. Okay. Raise an issue on the repo and get your green square for today. If not using the wiki, suggest hiding the tab in settings. What else? You're not using packages, so suggest hiding that as well. If not using packages, suggest hiding in settings. Okay, you got contributors, you got environments, nice. Let's go down to the README. Okay, cool. Passing the build, size, license, downloads per month. Okay, all looks good. I don't think you need this last row of badges because It's kind of what you see up there at the top. I'm going to leave that as a comment. Suggest removing duplicate badges, issues, forks. Oh, Sarah's coming down. I can't talk about EddyCon anymore. Sarah, I have a confession to make. I might have dropped some hints on EddyCon.
I knew they were going to ask in the stream.
But lots of excitement, so we will share some information soon.
Well, let's get going with it then.
Okay, well, Sarah's telling me to work more on EddyCon and share it with you. Okay, we'll do that straight after the stream. Awesome, yes. NPM publish, yeah, GitHub Actions it is really, really good. Carl's got a really good example on this as well if you need. Can I release to NPM and GitHub packages together? You probably could. I'm not sure would you want to? I wouldn't. I don't think you'd want to. I would only do one place, to be honest. GitHub GitHub registry, the best. Okay, table of contents. I don't think table of contents is probably needed so much anymore because GitHub now has its own table of contents. And if you use the right headings, it will indent accordingly. So you've got how to use install the CLI. So if I go, here you go, here's how to use, where is it? Install CLI. That should all be indented accordingly. Table of contents is no longer required as GitHub generates this. GitHub generates this. Sounds like I'm being really bad about your repo. It's really good. Just, some suggestions. I think maybe a screenshot, animated GIF or something. Oh, you have got one. See a demo of it running. Sorry, my bad. Love that. I skipped too far. Let's have a look. Let's all watch it. I'll catch up on the chat while you're watching it. Oh, interesting. Okay, I learned something new today. Well, I learned lots of things new today, but I definitely learned that new as well. If your GitHub recommends it, then yeah, definitely follow their recommendations. How can I exclude a heading? Oh, I haven't thought about that. I always want to include stuff, so I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a way to do that yet or not. But this is good. Running demo. Okay, nice. The animated GIF's a little bit on the slow side, and I don't know where it is in the loop cycle. But I think it's really good, really great. Let's leave that as a comment. I think that's good. Animated GIF. Boom. Okay, I think it looks really good. And what's this? This is what all things we support. Okay. I think it looks good. Cool. Okay, let me submit that as some feedback, and everyone can also create some issues on the repo for those and get some green squares. Cool. Thank you, Nikhil, for sharing your project. 41. Nice. Okay. In Husky, we have to just link our config file of testing in test command running test before committing, right? In Husky, you can link whatever you want. It can run linter, it can run tests, it can do all sorts of things. We removed running the tests off the API because people kind of block people from committing their changes. But I would definitely run the linter. But running tests is good, but sometimes it does increase the barrier to entry. Someone who's making a text change or something that doesn't need the automated tests, but they have to kind of make sure they've got certain dependencies, DataStax database or Mongo database or Docker running or whatever it is. It raises the barrier a little bit. That's all I would say with that. Awesome, great. Well, let me know how you get on, and yeah, we look forward to seeing how the project evolves, and hopefully you'll get more people involved in the project now it's been on the live stream as well. Awesome. Okay, let's do a few more reviews. I think some people shared some other stuff as well further up that I missed. Can everyone just share stuff again? Like do share your profiles or your projects again. Save me scrolling up. I'm a bit lazy. We can add skip CI to the commit title. Yeah, but people don't know that. And you don't want to skip CI. You want CI to run. But I'm guessing maybe that skips the local run of the test. I don't know. I think it just makes it harder for people to understand how to do things. They need to learn a lot more about it. Okay, cool. No one wants any project reviews. Well, I can get back to planning EddyCon and share some stuff with you in Team Eddy. If there's no profile or project reviews, I'm going to do a couple more. But if not, I can get some lunch and get back to EddyCon. And I know you all have some amazing ideas. Vincent had an amazing idea. I think it was for ambassadors, which is great. Still working on that, but we've got to get the conference out the way because the conference, we've got a date for the conference. It's coming up very soon. It is, have we announced the date yet? No, but I will announce it now. I should announce it on socials, but it's the 20th of August. It's going to be 20K celebration on the 20th of August, which equals 40, and it's a secret to the 40 as well, but I'm not sharing that now. And we will have swag giveaways and so forth. Okay, cool. Right, everyone, I think it's probably a good place to end. I hope you all learned something new. I thank you all so much for joining. I have learned so much. I really enjoyed reviewing your projects. I can drop my GitHub. If you're not following me on GitHub yet, you should obviously drop me a follow on GitHub. And if you have enjoyed the live stream, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I've removed the timer. And also, don't forget to take a screenshot, share it on socials, and include something valuable or funny with it. And I will also share it as well. And definitely give it a like if you tag me. Have a great Monday. And have a great week, and we will geek out for sure. Definitely, got lots of exciting things planned. Sarah shared it. She's already beat me to it. Is Sarah sharing stuff already? Sarah's been working on the website. Hopefully, she hasn't shared that yet because I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, Sarah shared. It was 20th of August. Okay, got you. So many events coming up. Yes. Devraj, hi, you're just coming towards the end of the stream, but still awesome to have you here, and you can still give the video a thumbs up even if you're late. Oh, you shared the message from Sarah. Save the day of 24. When did she do that? I didn't see that yet. Did she just do it now? Okay, cool. Better late than never. You know, write in chat, say hello to everyone, and yes, give the video a thumbs up. Sarah for bloopers. Yeah, I didn't. Yep, I'm on the live stream. Sarah's kind of, sharing stuff that I wanted to share. But okay, I'll let Sarah share some stuff, and I will share some bits later. 6 more likes to 50. Okay, come on. 5 more likes to 50. We can do this, everyone. Team Eddy, let's go. Oh, really? So it's 1 hour, 15 minutes before now, which is when I started the live stream. So Sarah's like, oh, Eddie's gone now. He's not looking at my screen on our desks. I can share some information about the EddyCon, what Eddie's gone. Okay, yeah, I want to be sharing bloopers of Sarah, and she'll be sharing bloopers of me. Awesome, everyone. You know what? Let me all leave you in peace. And it's been amazing to geek out with you. I want to do these more. I really would love to get to having my Monday, 11 o'clock every week back. Maybe we'll try and do that. And then we've got the Friday live stream at 5 o'clock. Let me see. We do have, don't forget, we have the GitHub Stars live stream this Friday. So we have for you 5 GitHub Stars. So let me share the link in the chat so you can follow it afterwards. And oh, Chris, don't worry about logging in from another account. It's fine, honestly. Don't worry. Yes, it's going to be exciting. You're going to learn about their journey, their stories, and their tips on how you can become the next GitHub star. Bring your questions, your ideas. It's going to be super, super exciting. Awesome. Yes. 46 is fine. I'm happy to end on 46. I'm happy to geek out with you all. Everyone, Have a great day, and I'll chat to you in Discord between live streams and videos. Bye. I'm going to bring the timer up. End of a timer. Let's have a look. Where is it?